On today's episode of A Quick Look, we're taking a look at Ra, the Sun God. This character is from the board game Sentinels of the Multiverse. If you've never heard of it, it is a fantastic cooperative tabletop game in which players take on the roles of several different archetypal heroes, taking down a large foe. If you want to learn more about this game, check out our other videos. Ra's deck is all about dealing out that fire damage. From his base power Pyre to just dealing one target 2 damage, to his set of one-shots, each of which are going to deal varying amounts of fire damage to varying targets. This character is really about himself dealing out damage and increasing his own potential. He's able to do some minor object destruction, and is able to search his deck for a couple of bonus cards. A very big important part of Ra's deck is summoning his staff. Giving you by Flame Reformed will allow you to summon your Staff of Ra, which is really your most important item, and your only item. The Staff of Ra increases all damage dealt by Ra, and whenever Ra would deal fire damage to a target, you may double the damage dealt after applying all other modifiers. If you do, destroy this card. So he's going to be summoning his staff, blasting up fire damage, and finding the ideal time to explode a target for huge amounts of damage, and then destroying the staff, hopefully to be able to resummon it with another by Flame Reformed. Other than this set of one-shots, his deck is filled with some ongoings that are going to give him different powers or just different bonuses. So he is able to become immune to fire damage and give that buff out to his allies, or just get extra powers to deal some damage. He can increase his own damage dealt by 2 ongoing, as long as he continues to deal himself 5 fixed psychic damage at the start of each of his turns. He gains a reaction that allows him to blast a target back from damage. Another ability with start phase effects, up to 3 targets, 1 fire damage each. When this card is destroyed, Ra deals 1 target 3 fire damage and draws 2 cards. The power destroys its own card. And Fiery Tornado, a start phase effect of a upkeep, where you have to either discard 2 cards or destroy this card, and an end phase effect of dealing up to 3 targets, 1 fire damage. Ra can continuously deal large groups of enemies damage and is able to handle a lot of bosses that are either single target bosses with his huge amounts of damage from single target attacks that can deal targets up to 5 damage in a single blow, or he can take out lots of smaller targets that are regularly spawning with things like the Fire Tornado and his other AoE fire effects. This character is a very selfish character. A lot of his deck is all about powering himself up, and he does little to help his allies. I would definitely recommend this character for newer players that want to get into playing around with the game, but don't really want to get too mixed up with character interactions. Dr. Blake Washington Jr., renowned archaeologist known for finding unique artifacts scattered throughout the world, was on yet another expedition to add another notch to his belt of new discoveries when he found a secret room hidden in a pyramid in Egypt. The room was guarded by a series of traps and tests and was quite the challenge to get to, but using his Indiana Jones style personality and skill set, Dr. Blake Washington was able to get into the antechamber and found a staff glowing in the center of the room, a ray of light shining on it from the heavens. Upon gripping onto this staff, he was transformed body and soul into Ra, the god of the sun. Using these flaming powers, he went out as a hero and decided to bring justice to the world. He learned other individuals had been given similar gifts from Egyptian gods, but their goals were not so benevolent, and he made it his duty to shut down these other powered foes. Ra doesn't really join any teams. He's very much a solo actor, although occasionally he works with characters such as Fnatic or even the Freedom 5 to help them with major threats. Most of the time he is out on his own, dishing out flaming vengeance and dishing out flaming justice as he sees fit. His character's got 30 His character's got 30 HP, solid unit, looking pretty sweet. And then his alternate character, the Arcane Tales, and lo, his name be Ra, and his rage shall burn like the sun. This is his first appearance card. It talks about the first appearance that he ever came in the comics, included in a set of short stories, including the forming of Ra. This power comes with Rekindle. Ra deals 1 target, 1 fire damage, either salvage 1 ongoing card or play a card. That can be super strong with some of his ongoings, like ones that say, when you destroy this card, do something. If you're able to do this, you're able to salvage that and then replay it after using its power to destroy itself and deal some significant damage. This can be a really big powerhouse if you use it effectively. Otherwise, you could just have the nice and simple, just blast a target for 2, always solid. When the base Ra is knocked out, he's got no true god, and it looks like he's being crucified here, hanging on some kind of cross. One hero takes their power phase. Bury one target with 2 or fewer HP, or bury one environment target. Or bury one environment card. Interesting set of powers. Power phase is really strong. The other 2 are rather weak. Burying an environment card, I guess, could be a game changer depending on the environment that is out, but destroying a target with 2 or fewer HP is a little bit on the weak side. As for his first appearance, we've got Arcane Tales and the Sun Shall Fall. This is the Death of Ra storyline, which was a gripping tale of the fall of Blake Washington Jr. Empowered no more. One hero takes their play phase, destroy one ongoing card, or one target deals itself 1 fire damage. These sets are a lot stronger of general powers than his base one. So overall, I think his first appearance card is actually quite a bit better than his base card in both knocked out and in main card. Although the style, I like the design of his base quite a bit better. Ra is just a really solid deck. It's reliable, it does what it needs to do, and it always feels good when playing it. You never have a game playing as Ra where you did not feel like you were effective and you did not feel like you got what you were looking for. He always plays right, and he's just a fantastic hero. I hope to hear what you guys think of Ra down in the comments below, and any requests of what hero you want to see me review. And we'll catch you guys next time.